Torpedo! You throw it in the air, and there's basically an invisible sphere around it, and if someone in its throw arc enters the sphere, then it locks onto them while still midair, and flies at the target pretty slowly, and explodes upon impact with the ground, and then it releases little droplets that explode again in a circle around the area of the first explosion. That was a really bad description. Base ink tank consumption is 60%, does 60 direct damage, 35 indirect damage, and 18 damage from the little droplets that fall off. Sub-Saver's probably fine. And with sub-power, I think it increases the throw range and airspeed, and the max distance at which it'll lock onto something. The final new sub-weapon, I hope, or else I'll have to keep stapling on videos to the end of the sub-weapon one. And after a couple hours of using the torpedo, it's okay. There's some good things about it, and some not so good things about it. They kind of cancel each other out, so now it's just fine. You can throw it over walls to scout out enemies, which is good. But if it doesn't lock on to anything, or it hits a wall, or you roll it on the ground, it only does a small explosion, which is bad. But you can use it to chase away long-range opponents, which is good. But unlike auto bombs, it doesn't actually follow people if it locks onto them. It instead goes directly to the point where they were standing or initially locked on, which is bad. But if it does lock onto someone, then the two explosions cover a big range, which is good. But even if someone gets hit by both explosions, it rarely does enough damage to actually get a kill on its own. It's possible, but unlikely, which is bad. But after you hit someone with it, you can rush in and finish them off easily, since they've already taken some damage, which is good. But it's pretty easy to dodge, and unlike other bombs, your opponent can actually shoot it down before it explodes, which is bad. But you can throw it low to the ground, shoot in front of you, then swim through the big ink trail, which is good. But regardless of how much ink saver sub you use, you cannot throw a second one until the first one has fully exploded, which is bad. Really bad. If you could throw two at once like you can for all the other bombs, I'd say this sub has potential to be really, really good. And maybe in the future they'll change that. But as it stands now, it's fine. You know, it's alright. It's not a game changer, but it's not bad. With the two short-range weapons it's currently on, it's best just to use it as a distraction to annoy longer-range opponents to buy you time to getting close and secure that kill, or at least pressure them out of position, which is already how you use most other bombs in this game. The lock-on feature of torpedoes is just kind of an added-on bonus. So out of a possible Seeker from Splatoon 1, but with wings, I give it a serial killer breaking into your house, and you just throw some soy sauce packets at them. It's possible to do a lot of damage if you get it in their eye or something, but it's pretty unlikely, so really just use it as a distraction to get away. And also, as I predicted, Squid Beacons just got a buff. If you're not the one with beacons, you can jump to a beacon twice. You can tell how many uses the beacon has left on it by the number of little nubs on it on the map screen. If you are the one with beacons, then nothing's changed. You can always still jump to it once, but you can always just replace it as soon as you land. So if you're not the one with beacons, don't hesitate to jump to a beacon. You probably shouldn't have hesitated before, but definitely don't hesitate now. Also, one thing I should have been more clear on in the first video is that using sub-power with beacons increases the jump speed for your whole team, not just the user of the beacons. That's it, video's over.